Yeah, so the Speak Out today is kind of to address the attacks on education that have been happening in Florida, amongst other attacks, issued primarily against Governor DeSantis. And so this Speak Out is just kind of an opportunity for students or staff to kind of talk about what's going on and how we can kind of fix it. So, well, recently, just on Monday, we had the book ban here in the Escambia County School District, which banned 3 books, and that's not just unique just to hear. It's happening in different schools, in different school counties. All throughout Florida, like Duval County had 176 books banned there. Some other issues that we're talking about are the attacks to diversity, equity, and inclusion, how the programs are getting less funding, advisors are being told to not really talk about it, some advisors are being fired, trustees have just been fired and replaced suddenly. At UWF, there has been trustees been replaced, but it is rumored that there has been several title changes in our university, and that it's just kind of a hush-hush situation, and a lot of the faculty are advised not to really talk about it, so we don't know everything that's going on. So the students are just kind of demanding answers and demanding a statement here. I know that there are different opinions here, but I think that even non-leftist organizations and students can understand what's going on here and have awareness for it, because there are many majors that are being threatened now. I'm personally a history major. A lot of humanities kind of related courses are being threatened, any like diversity kind of courses, and also there's pressing issues, about African history and the threats to that. What is being taught and not being allowed to be taught. And so for our future educators here, for the students who want to be teachers, that is an important matter for them too. We don't want to argue, we don't want to get in a fight or anything. This Speak Out is merely to kind of address our concerns that are happening. For older generations, I mean, there have been older generations that have come to the school district, so we know that there are people on our sides, right? But also, to those who oppose it, there are many jobs that are on the line for here now too. So even for the older staff, that can be an impending issue as well. People are realizing that they don't have access to housing, they don't have access to affordable health care and food and the primary things that they need. So I think that they are looking for other solutions. Yeah, and they're finding that they're not really finding that with Republicans or Democrats. So by targeting African studies or people of color or trans people and saying oh, these people are ruining society and making people fight against each other, that's a distraction to the fact that billionaires are gaining profits and people are homelessness is on the rise and people can't find affordable housing. A lot of people are looking for answers and they are looking for solutions, but they feel kind of hopeless. They're kind of oh, well, we should just accept this for how it is, and we should just accept the laws that coming and the bans that are happening. But I would really encourage students to speak out, not only just for our university, but for our state, and stand against censorship. We want to make voices heard. A big emphasis that we have is that we want to speak out for the voices or people that are maybe necessarily scared to speak out. A lot of faculty and staff, they might get in trouble if they talk about what's going on right now. So we want to be able to, have people have their voices heard for those who might necessarily not be able to. I think that there needs to be a lot more funding put into education, and I think that we need to really value the teachers' educations that they're receiving, and I know a lot of people kind of put their emphasis on what they want to learn, what they're teaching at home, but I think that we need to value, teachers have been through schooling for this. We should trust what they're teaching in our school.